I will have to tell you a bit about my story to start with. As I said yesterday, I was a student in architecture at the École des Beaux-Arts in Paris, and this was in the early 60s, actually the end of the 59 it started, and I did 4 or 5 years of architecture, and then ultimately I decided that this was enough for me. I was then living in Paris, and I couldn't stand Parisians, so I decided I had to take off, go away, change country, and I decided to go on Le France, which was then the boat that would cross the Atlantic, and that boat would take me to the USA, to New York, which was my dream. So I landed in New York in 1963, and with a huge suitcase with all my things, and practically, I think I had $5 with me. Then I started seeing things which were happening then in New York, which was the Beatles were there, the pop artists were there also. It was very lively, and I stayed only a short year in New York after I exhibited in galleries and so on. So I was staying at the Chelsea Hotel, and from then on I was called by people who wanted me to do things for Expo 67 in Montreal. So since I didn't want to go back to Paris, I decided to move up to Canada. So I went to Montreal, and after 15 days I had the opportunity to do a project in Montreal, and this was Le Drug that you can see right here. You know, Le Drug was my first job in Montreal. In end of 64, I did it in 2 months. I stayed in the building where it was happening. It was happening in Montreal. It was a building typical of what was there in Montreal, a very long, narrow building with a ground floor, a basement, which had a very low ceiling. So I had to expose the piping, the ventilation, and to be lighting as well as sound, propeller. And then the upstairs that you don't have here, but the upstairs was treated as square, black and white, rectangular, and it was a pharmacy itself. So there was a restaurant and the pharmacy, and there was a boutique also, and there was a gallery.